would like to have. Now, we can make the dances for free. We can make the dances for like $5, and the $5 kind of goes to maybe buying pizzas next time for our next meeting. Traffic safety, which is my budget, actually bought the pizzas for you this evening, and Pepsi donated all the drinks. So next time you see a Pepsi person, tell them thank you. But this group is really kind of the planning session. I'm hoping we have 2 more meetings planned in March. After those 2 meetings come to fruition, I'm kind of hoping that we kind of have a sense of what you would like to get involved in, what there is to be involved in. Jackie Carter could not be here tonight. Jackie Carter is a character counts coordinator. Anybody had any of the character counts coaches come in and talk to you in school? Well, Jackie Carter oversees all of the coaches. The coaches are all volunteers, and they come in and talk about the pillars of character counts and how important it is to be, respectful and honest and all that other good stuff. They're actually looking for getting some younger coaches. They're also looking for some thoughts on what the coaches could come in and talk about, because you guys have had many opportunities to hear coaches come in and talk. You guys could actually, my high school people could actually become a character counts coach for the middle school. So we could have like a mentoring program. And you don't have to be a total rocket scientist to go in and talk about something that deals with those pillars of character. We also have Teen Court, and I heard we had a couple people that actually belong to Teen Court. Teen Court is a volunteer opportunity where you get to come in. Does anybody want to explain Teen Court besides me?
I will.
Go right ahead, Samantha.
In Teen Court, we have teens who have actually broken the law. They've been drinking and driving. They've been drinking, period. They've smoked. We had one case where there was this girl who smoked, and it was a bit of a disaster there. But what we do, we play the jury, we play the bailiff, we play the clerk, the lawyers. We'll do anything except for the judge, for we have volunteer judges.
You actually have a real judge.
Yeah, we have Judge Clark, Judge Ross, and Juvenile Master Palmer.
Palmer, great.
And what happens is we give real sentences for those respondents, and if we don't have enough respondents, we'll do what's called a mock case, where we will have one of our Teen Court members act as a respondent. But we try to do it once a month, which has been succeeding as of late. It's on Mondays and Tuesdays. I had to skip it this time.
They actually have Teen Court tonight. They've got 2 real cases they're hearing tonight. What Teen Court does is they decide the punishment for the young people that are getting involved in different crimes. Most of them are minor crimes, but you decide whether they get community service.
They always have some
apology letter.
Yeah.
Restitution.
MADD panel,
they may
tour of the juvenile centers. There's always jury trials.
And sometimes they're told to come back and actually sit on the jury as part of their punishment.
They're always told to do that.
The nice thing is you guys can get involved as a volunteer, so you can become the jury or the prosecutor or the defense attorney as a volunteer, and then you can turn around and sentence the ones coming before you. There's a whole list of sanctions that they can impose.
We actually had one person who every time they went into the jury room, they'd shout, "Death penalty!" We can't do that.
Judge Brown. You can't be Judge Joe Brown, but you could be part of Judge Joe Brown's courtroom if you'd like. Then we also have, this is just being formed. It's called a Youth Advisory Panel. And the Youth Advisory Panel is actually focusing in on exactly what the county can do with teens. And I'd like for all of you guys, everything we share here, I'm actually going to take back to the Youth Advisory Panel to let them know this is what this group came up with. I don't know what that group's going to come up with, but I want your input. I belong to the Drug Free Coalition. I belong to the Drug and Alcohol Free Coalition. The Drug and Alcohol Coalition is the coalition that the judges belong to. So I can take your ideas right straight to the judges. So if you ever need a judge's endorsement or whatever, we can get that done. I can't get you a new bowling alley built. I can't get you a roller rink, but I do know a lady who would love to have a roller rink in Queen Anne's County. I'm sorry? What about the old Safeway? See, you guys are thinking already. I got a building in Barkley, but Barkley's a little far north. But the whole idea of it is, if you guys are interested in doing something, we might be able to help you connect to people who also want to do something. Because this one lady, she would love to own a roller rink because she loves to roller skate, not roller blade, roller skate. And Tom actually has a dream of owning.
Well, I hate to call it a pool hall because that sounds too barish.
Billiard table
A billiard
house.
room or something to where there's pool tables.
Probably those video games you two guys like. What do you think, huh?
Billiard tables, video games.
No, but they like video games.
Yeah, they'll be like the old school, not this newfangled stuff where I can't pronounce half of them. But like the old Pac-Man and the old Space Invaders.
Oh, the arcade?
Yeah.
Like an old style
Yeah,
arcade?
bring back the old arcade.
That would be cool.
Large screen TVs for like a movie night, something for you guys to do on Friday and Saturday night.
Wouldn't be open during the week because you need to be home doing your homework. But weekends, here we go.
And what about holidays?
Another idea that Suzanne mentioned last week, and she said that some of the other grantees that were there, some of their counties are rural and they don't have a movie theater either, and they can buy the rights to a movie and show it on like a big screen in the gymnasium or something like that on a Friday or Saturday night. As long as you pay to get in, just like a regular movie theater, you can do that too.
And I also, on that same light, I was going to suggest maybe we could hook up with Blockbuster and grab maybe a couple of movies, take a hall just like this, get a nice big screen, not just that one screen, and we'll just have a movie night.
Get one of the blow-up screens.
The big huge TV like sitting in your living room, you can haul it in here for us.
No, a blow-up one.
Blow up. Yeah, there's our cool.
Like, it's really
Outside with mosquitoes. That's great. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you like in a drive-in.
But yeah, like the old drive-in. But I'm sure Blockbuster would do this for us at probably no cost at all. And if you guys had a preference on what movies you wanted to watch, you know, we could do this. All we have to do is get the popcorn and the sodas. I know some of the Pepsi guys really well, or I wouldn't have those Pepsis for free tonight. But by the way, if you're still hungry, go get it. Kelly was involved in something recently. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the CATCA conference or not. CATCA stands for, I love all these initials, Community Anti-Drug Coalitions of America. CATCA has a conference in Washington, D.C. every year. We were very lucky. This year there were 6 young people from Queen Anne's County that got to go to the 3-day CATCA conference in Washington, D.C., which included overnight stay. They got to take a tour of Capitol Hill. They got to go see our Senator, Frank Crowderville, who just got elected to the Senate. They got to meet other dignitaries in D.C. They got to go to a lot of workshops, and some of those workshops are geared just for teens, and a lot of them have to do with drugs and alcohol as well. That money was given to them. There was an essay contest. They kind of had to do like a little resume.
We promoted it through the Teachers and Administration, and teachers, administrators, and guidance counselors nominated the students, and then we contacted them, and they submitted essays.
And next year there's going to be another CATCA conference in Washington, D.C., and it's usually that week of Valentine's Day that they do this thing. And it's an opportunity if you guys ever want to go to D.C. and see how the politicians work and take in some really super workshops. I've gone probably 3 or 4 years now. I went last year, and then it's been a few years since, but they have some great workshops. And it's an opportunity for you to enhance your calling, your desires, whatever you'd like to do. We also have a SAD conference coming up in July. And is there anybody here that doesn't know what SAD is all about? Okay. Would you like to explain what SAD's all about?
If she doesn't want to, I will.
Go ahead.
Go right ahead. Well, I was supposed to have a SAD spokesman here tonight, but my guys didn't show up, so.
Well, apparently I'm the spokesman for
There you go.
everything.
There you go. Go for
But
it.
anyway, SAD is Students Against Destructive Decisions, and what we learn about is the consequences of anything that we do, and we also learn how to make your decisions better and how